What's going on YouTube? Today's video, we're going to show you how to do a step-by-step beginner guide on how to do a taper fade. All right, the tools I'll be using in this video: 3-in-1 station, Babyliss clipper, Babyliss trimmer, and an Andis foil shaver. I'll also be using some brushes and everything else like that just so we can get a cleaner work area. Combs as well is very important. First, we're going to go and start up with the first guideline. We're going to go underneath our C cup. This is very dependent on whatever you want to do your fade, but what I like to do is I just started off with a trimmer, and then I use an Andis foil shaver and go very close to that line. We're not going to get really close to it, but we're going to flick once we get out there. You can feel with your finger what the bald spot is. You're going to want to leave a little gap between that. Stretch the skin, use the corner of the clipper for the trimmers, and then you can get even detail into that so it's a little bit more of a smoother transition. We're going to get our clippers here. We're going to go open them all the way up. We're going to go about an inch to half an inch, depending on how wide the fade you want it to be. And that's going to be good for there. We're going to close the clipper now halfway. We're going to attack the bottom line, and we're going to go about halfway into that guideline that we just set. We're not going to go any higher than that. We're going to close the clipper now, and we're going to attack the very bottom line. Do not pass the line. For this instance, we're going to scoop at that line. Use the corner of the clipper, and we're going to just fade a little bit higher than that previous first line. Now this method is called close to open. And what I like to do about this step is notches. We just do 2 and 4 with the corners and detail. Now we're going to put on the first guard, and we're going to go ahead and open it up all the way, flick it out a lot. This is going to help pop the fade. This is the main guard that actually helps with it. Then we're going to do the second guard, and we're going to actually blend this one into the top, biggest part of the length and the darker spots. Now we're going to use the half guard. We're going to open it all the way, do some detail work, only use the corner of the clippers, and then we're going to close it halfway, do detail work underneath that, and then close it all the way and do detail underneath that. We're going to go to do this, copy this on the other side, and then we're going to go ahead and line ourselves up. So what I like to do is I use the corner of the clipper. Don't apply any pressure when you're doing this. You can easily irritate the skin or cut your client or yourself. So to be very careful when you're doing that. Just lightly apply pressure. Let the clipper do its work for anything you're doing for barbering. Now for the back portion of the taper, we're going to go ahead and use our clipper, open it up all the way. We can go a little bit more lengthy on this because it is the main part of the fade. And we have more room to work with as well. Make sure you have a clean work area. Then we're going to close the clipper halfway, do the attack the bottom line, and then go halfway in there. First notch, we're going to go ahead and flick at the very bottom line. Obviously, you're going to flick at that line. That's where we're showing you here. We're going to open it up a notch, go a little higher than that, open it up a notch again, do it a little bit higher. You can use the corner of the clipper to help you with this. You're going to use the 1 guard, the 2 guard, the same thing that we did for the sides. And for the lineup, we also did the lineup. And we use scissors as well, just so it makes a little bit better of a pop. And then we also did clipper over comb, which that's a separate video, but we did clipper over comb just to blend in the top. Now for this part, I'm showing you how to texture the top of your hair. So if you decide to do texture for your hair or texture for your client's hair, I have about 3 methods that I use: point cutting, cross cutting, and then you can do diagonal or angular point cut. So yeah, that's what I did for basically around my head. I usually even out the first part of it, and I barely take any length off, and then I use point cutting, or you could just go straight into point cutting, either or work. And then you can also do cross cutting. If you do 2 or 3 of them, it'll make the hair a little bit thinner, but it makes it a lot more texturized, and it has more volume also, since it's easier to actually lay up when you put in product and stuff like that. But it's super, super simple. Once you do that, this is what the cut is looking like. Obviously, it's very clean. That's what it's looking like. You can have easy fades at home, easy barber-styled hair, all that. Super simple at home for free. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, of course, to subscribe. We're almost at 10K. Let's get it there. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We out.